Hello, Soul Family. Thank you for joining for this live event. The main topic for today will be the grounding meditation and how we can utilize it in order to properly navigate what is happening right now on planet Earth. Because there are a lot of intense things happening. Also in the main scene, sort of, but we are going to address the energetics of what is happening right now, not just globally, but also in our personal lives and what we can do with that, basically. How can we more properly navigate it? So, hello, I'm sending everyone lots of love from Transylvania. If you're listening, then please write in where you're listening from. And as we move forward, we are going to address more also the symptoms. Also, if you're feeling some weird stuff that you've been not feeling for quite some time, or if some strange Ascension symptoms are returning, then you can also please share them as well. I'm mainly also going to talk about what I've observed from others, and also what I was going through and are still going through to a certain extent. Because like last week's energies have been quite heavy. We've been experiencing limitation and density to the fullest, so that was not very pleasant. I also got sick because of it, I think. It wasn't too drastic, but yeah, that's why we had to skip last week's Q&A because I was not able to attend it physically. But now I'm much better now. But in my experience, the whole thing peaked around the weekend, especially Sunday, Monday, and also Tuesday, which all like are into new moon's energy, basically. It was like the most intense on Monday and the most unpleasant as well. So yeah. Yay, hello Monstein, thank you for joining. We also have Jana, hello from Michigan, and Jenny. She's from Bellingham, WA. I think that's... I know, I almost said something stupid. You're not from Canada, so okay. Sorry about that. Yes, so back to the intense energy stuff that is happening. So, in my experience, it reached its peak around the new moon, which was on Monday. And yeah, things were very much crazy in the physical and on all levels, at least around here in our lives. For example, like we all usually get the same symptoms, especially around the spring season when we're shifting from the way of being during the winter time to the summer time, basically. Our bodies need to like recalibrate the function under different circumstances. So in a sense that is also happening, especially if you like live in the northern hemisphere. If you don't live in the northern hemisphere, I'm not sure how that manifests for you. But around here, that's usually a pretty intense period, especially for the elderly and people who have problems physically. This is especially difficult for them. And many of our elderly usually pass during this February, March, April period because their bodies are not able to like readapt and recalibrate to the next season. But yeah, like was like the basis of what was happening. And also we added to that all the alignments and solar flares and solar activity that is also happening, which is bombarding our bodies. Now, I have absolutely no clue about the weather. Like, is that in alignment with the solar flares? Because in the past 2 or 3 days, we had like a huge spike in like temperature, which is like absolutely unusual for this period of the year for us. So for anyone who knows Celsius, I know not many of you do, usually we had like 10 degrees Celsius during the day, like that was the peak. And all of a sudden it like jumped to 26 and 27 Celsius during the day, just one day to the next. So it was like no transitioning period. That's almost like more than 15 degrees in a single day. And of course that was super taxing. So, and it's still going on. It's very unnerving because like you're okay during the morning when it's more cold and that you're used to that. And during the day, when it starts to heat up, you just don't know what's wrong with you. So your body, your mind, everything is just like shutting down because you're like unable to cope with the huge temperature difference. but we're starting to get used to it. So that's happening on the physical, and also energetically, some huge shifts are also occurring. And I'm going to say a few symptoms that I observed and also heard of from others. So the main one is fatigue, like being tired, regardless of how much you slept. In some cases, difficulties going to sleep. We had that too. Also waking up multiple times during the night, having vivid dreams, strange experiences during the night, especially in the first half of the sleeping cycle, like between when you go to bed and maybe like 3 a.m. ish, maybe 4 a.m. is the most intense, and after that, like things start to like regulate a bit. And like basically the fatigue part. I haven't experienced ringing in the ears, but I guess some of you have. Okay, let's see what's happening in the chat. So Jill, watching from Kansas City also, thank you for joining. And she's having nausea. Yes, I haven't addressed that. Yeah, like nausea, extreme fatigue, dizziness, feeling very sad too. Yeah, like it's also hitting us on an emotional level too. So yeah, like nausea, like disorientation. We had a few accidents too. Thank God it's not in the family, but yeah, we've seen a few accidents and heard about them. And also having difficulty like navigating this reality, like feeling disoriented. Like that's what I feel, like not in a sense that like you're going to pass out or you have some kind of, I don't like when you can feel that. I don't like when you're sick or something. So, but it's like difficult to just like function on a very basic level. Like that's what we're experiencing and what I'm also experiencing. And that also goes for the mental level as well. Like there are parts of the day when it's pretty okay. Like it fluctuates. Like sometimes it like hits you hard and it like subsides, and it hits you hard again and it subsides again. And yeah, like just simply having difficulty like functioning mentally, like doing basic tasks and like putting things together 2 and 2. And yeah, like it just comes and goes, but it's pretty difficult, especially if you're trying to work or something. So let's see, Manstein, excuse me, you're from Holland, okay. Now not tired, lately sleeping, okay. That's awesome for you. And got 2 kids. Flu symptoms. Hope it's over fast. Yes, I hope so as well. It's not fun when your kids are sick, because that means you're going to be sick too. So, yeah. So, Jana, I have been feeling unusually emotional recently, especially on Monday. Yeah, exactly. I've been also feeling this strange, took a few notes so I don't want to forget. So my Monday was in general like going crazy, being frustrated and confused because of everything. I'm not sure, I haven't experienced that for quite some time. And questioning who you are. And I was having serious difficulties being around people that day. So, yeah. Yeah, like also this being, like I also had like in the past, especially during 2020 and 2021 period, like I felt the same very intense transformational energies, and I also felt this going crazy type of sensation for some reason, like being irritated by everything that like really like by everything that is happening around you and by everyone who's just speaking to you, or just being, even if they're like nice to you for some reason. I'm not sure why. I haven't felt like this for 3 years maybe or so, but Monday was the day. So yeah, that's when it like peaked. But now, thank God, it has been transmuted and stabilized. I'm not sure if it's because also the collective shift, because if many people are going through some kind of upheaval, or they're also going through some very serious stuff, then that basically affects the whole to a certain extent. And also what is mainly happening, as I understand it, like we're bombarded by the energies of the sun, like not just the visible light spectrum that you see, like that's on the physical level, but also on an energetic level. And it's not necessarily the light that you see or illuminates our world, but this type of energy and light like permeates everything and like washes through everything. It doesn't matter if you're underground or you think that you isolate yourself from it, like it goes through absolutely everything. Like you cannot exclude yourself from what is happening. The only thing that we can do is like ground. That's also why we're doing a grounding meditation, is to ground to like balance out this whole transformational experience. Because like when we're receiving these very high vibe energies from the sun, it's basically like speeding things up. It's speeding up our evolution. And it's acting as a type of catalyst in our growth, basically. Like Mother Earth is evolving, and everyone who is with her and in her body is going with her on this evolutionary roller coaster, basically. And the sun is providing us with the new codes that guide the whole evolution. And basically Mother Earth receives the new codes inside her body and shares it with all her children. And thus everything inside of her body is evolving. And since we're part of her body, we're evolving too. And the friction and problem comes from, I wouldn't say, like things that are in us that are not of this energy, or things, energies, like this can be like simply like stuck energies, belief systems, negative emotions, everything that is like dense and heavy and is not in alignment with the incoming energies. Like this causes friction because it's not in alignment, and everything that we're experiencing and is washing from Mother Earth is like pushing us forward to be more high vibrational. And in order to be that, we have to let go of everything that is not higher vibrational. And that can be difficult. And thank God the process is not as quick as it could be in some cases. So we had and also still have some time to like work through our dense stuff. Like that's what we have been doing very heavily in the past few years, especially since 2020. Like that's when the shift really hit the fan. That's why all those global events happened, because like things are coming to the forefront. Like things cannot work in the shadows anymore. You have to see it in order to transform it, or like make a choice what you want to do with your own life, and like how do you want to proceed forward. And that's why all those crazy stuff happened. And they were also like a great catalyst for change, and a great catalyst for people to like stop their daily routines and just simply be with themselves, be with each other, and like reflect on who they are and how do they want to continue this life, or with whom they want to continue this life. We had a lot of divorces in that period. I'm not sure now, but yeah, like it peaked back then. Okay, so let's return to the chat box. So Jana, I have been feeling unusually emotional recently. Yes, I think I already read that. So Jenny, Bellingham is in Washington. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, you were very close to Pamela, who was also in Washington State, if I remember correctly. Now she moved. Okay, so Vipa C, hello from Canada. Hello. I have been feeling very tired. How will energies of eclipse affect our personal ascension growth? Love and hugs to all soul family. Well, thank you. Yes, well, I think we kind of addressed it, like it's acting as a type of catalyst. And I like the analogy of the shamanic initiation. Like if anyone is familiar with like how that works, like I do not consider myself a shaman and I have never had those initiations, but I really liked researching these types of things in the past. And basically how it works is that when you're initiated into the higher realms, for example, you had your awakening, you had your calling to take a new path or be more than who you were before. And in order to do that, you have to learn to navigate the higher realms. And in the first step, this is just like the astral, like when you leave your body or when you're dreaming, you enter the astral and do stuff there. In fact, we do a lot of things there during the night. And the first step is that you have to learn to be there and to work with those energies and to navigate that space. And in order to do that, you have to become higher vibrational. And in order to become higher vibrational, you have to leave behind your fears. And how does that initiation work? Well, you're going to face all your worst fears so you can confront them. And as you're working through your fears, as you're deconstructing them, healing those traumatic parts of yourself, you're basically like letting go of all those weights that were like holding you down and making you denser, basically. Someone who is dense and like stuck more in the 3D, in the physical reality, in the sensory reality. And after that, as you're becoming lighter, you will find that you are able to navigate those higher realms much more easily because you don't have all that crap like holding you back as it did before. And basically, this is the ride that everyone is experiencing right now. That we are facing our fears, like everything that is like blocking us from being our best version of, basically the higher vibrational version of ourselves, is brought to the forefront. We are shown, we are experiencing it, and we can no longer ignore it or hide from it because it's like coming back over and over and over again to show us like what is no longer working for us, basically, so we can make a choice of how to proceed further. Okay, so Lucy, hello beautiful beings, hello. And you are from Canada. And we have Donna, hello. And you're from Colorado. I hope you're enjoying the weather. And Munstein, are we now in 5D Earth split? Everyone is saying that. Well, I'm not an authority figure on that, but yeah, like as I've seen it and experienced it, like if anyone is like familiar with like the new Earth and like old Earth concept of like old Earth being the representation of all the dense dysfunctionality that was basically the main theme of our lives for many thousands of years. And like the new Earth being this so-called 5D Earth, like a high vibrational, more healed and ascended Earth, basically. And as I have seen it in 2020, like that's when the so-called like split like started to happen. And you can like maybe visualize it with like Earth, the old Earth, new Earth. That's crazy because I don't see myself in a reflection. Or like interlace, like they're both together. You can see my eye. And in 2020, I see that they started to slowly to like separate. And that's like means that there's still both are present and you can still like experience both end of the spectrum. But as we like move forward on the timeline, it will become like more difficult to like shift between the two, basically. Because, and after a time, you will basically like have to like decide like, okay, like, how do I want to proceed? Like, which one do I choose? You can no longer be in this like in-between zone as most of us have been functioning for thousands of years, basically. And the way you do that is by working on yourself, like leaving behind and healing all the dense things that were part of your reality, basically, and part of your makeup in general. And basically, yeah, like the shortest way to put it is like, do you want to be service to self or service to others? Like this is, you can't break it down more than this. Okay. And Marianne de Clark, I believe. Hello. You're from Belgium. Okay. Resonates that it was quite energetic downloads before the Tuesday. Since then, feeling in line with who I am. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I also, like Monday was a very difficult day. I guess that's also why we had some technical issues too. Like the power grid went down, so everything was affected by what was happening. And yeah, like the magnetics of the Earth can also experience some turbulence during these phases, which means that like our phones, communication, the power grid can have some issues. I think that's our boxer. It's a cat or something. Okay, so yeah, like it can totally happen. Okay, I hope they will calm down soon. Damn, this is very distracting. Sorry about that. Okay, so basically on Monday it was very disorienting and yeah, like very emotional, just as many of you have said. And after having a good night's sleep, thank God, things like recalibrated. And yeah, like if any of you have been experiencing this lately, like this has been very, very prevalent for me. And especially on Monday, it came back again of like being confused, or not rather confused, but like sincerely like questioning of like who I am now. Okay, so I had those phases in my life, and I guess like I'm not at another like threshold of this, of like not rethinking, but basically like reevaluating like what do I stand for and what I want to do, basically. Because so far it has been like very clear like who I am and what my purpose in life is, and has been for quite some time. Not just in this lifetime, but prior ones, linearly speaking. And now that since so much has shifted, and I have, basically in a sense, I have finished what I was here to do. And now what? Like, how do I proceed by being here for maybe quite a few more decades? Like, what would I do at that time? So, yeah, from a certain point of view, like it can be exhilarating because now you have a lot of possibilities, but also it's like very, I wouldn't say like scary, but yeah, but like, what do you do now? But yeah, I will let you know when I figure it out. Okay, so Manstein and sweating at night at sleep. Okay, so yeah, like that can totally happen too, or just simply during the day. I'm not sure why it's happening. It's maybe because our bodies are also, I'm not sure like if you're maybe exposed to certain types of radiation or some kind of energies that are causing that in the body. But yeah, like sweating in general can, especially some people I know, like it's also genetics, but also some people are more sweatier than others. In some cases it can be genetics, but I observe with many people, the people that are usually sweating more are people who have a lot of toxins in their body, like their bodies are heavily polluted. And maybe, just maybe, this is my opinion, their body is trying to like get rid of that, and this is one of the ways it is able to do that. If they're not purifying their bodies intentionally, basically, your body will do it for you to a certain extent. So G Campus, hello Star Family, best wishes for all of you. Someone else is feeling very hungry. Oh, okay. I just had a few sandwiches before this. I was also very hungry. Tired and thirsty without apparent reason. Yes. The interesting stuff that we've observed with higher vibrations or Pamela or Mila recently is that we had this, I'm not sure when, it was towards the end of winter and in March, when we constantly had to go to the bathroom for some reason. I woke up several times during the night to go to the bathroom, and I don't do that, so that was very strange. And my wife was joking that I'm getting older. I was like, oh no, like I'm going to the level that my grandma does during the night, but no. And now it's gone, so I'm not sure what the hell that was about. I believe it was the same thing with the cleansing of the body, like we're going through phases, and our body just wants to get rid of all the old gunk. And the other interesting thing, like since last Monday, I believe, like I'm very crazy about fish. Like I'm eating fish every day now for some reason, and I love it. I don't really eat meat, so I know, like a soft vegetarian, but I sometimes, very rarely, ate fish. And now I want to eat almost at every meal. I want to have some kind of meat for it. So that's came out of nowhere, which is very interesting, but it feels really good. And I'm not sure like who mentioned it like last year. For example, if your when the nervous system evolves or your body is like trying to create something new, there's certain types of elements in meat, especially like certain types of fats that are like necessary for also for nerves and stuff like that to form properly. And I also remember like I read that that's why children like to eat meat and stuff like that, because like they need those types of fats in order to like properly form their nervous system or something. And we're also creating a new system in our bodies basically. So if you're like guided or you like feel the need to like try out some type of new food or nourishment, wherever that may be, just try it out and go with it and see how it feels to your body. Like your body to a certain, I mean, your body fully knows what it needs. The only difficulty is that we don't, we have learned not to pay attention to our body or to like dismiss its needs. But our body is like constantly communicating with us of like what it needs or what problems it has. So pay great attention to your body and what it needs and what it doesn't want in itself any longer. Okay. Oh, let's see what's happening. And Hannibal, I'm not sure how to correctly read that. Tiredness, but and calm. Awesome to see you again, Guardian. Hello. And you're from Holland. Well, hello. Oh no, like I scrolled too much and I lost where I was. Okay, let's hope I will regain. So let's see. Mariana, feel a lot of like energetic amplifier and have to do sport. Move, jump, do yoga, run to let it out. Yes. Yeah, and like that's also super important with grounding and this whole evolutionary thing, and also with detoxing. Like, I mean, this whole live session is turning into QA, but that's okay. We'll do the meditation after that. So yeah, like when you're cleansing your body, you're evolving, you need movement. Like we human beings, we weren't created to like sit on a couch or a desk chair all day long. Like we were created to be on the move and to do stuff with our bodies. So that's like a huge and vital component of being healthy. Like you don't have to like go to the gym and lift heavy weights, but you have to do something. And just as Mariana said, like, I know, like doing some kind of sport, like moving around, jumping, maybe jogging or doing yoga, like that's great for grounding. And also when you have this energetic fatigue, it's great because it's like recalibrating your energy system. And it's also exercising the body too. So it's like a holistic type of exercise. Highly recommend it. Or doing Tai Chi, Qigong, whatever you prefer. Probably there are like other types of, I don't know, like holistic exercise movement stuff, but those are the only ones that I know of. Okay, but in general, like martial arts, especially the Eastern ones, are like really, really good for that. I'm not sure why, but like all those movements are thought out and function in a way that they also work with your energetic body too. And they're like especially grounding. At least I practiced Tai Chi for quite a few years. And like Tai Chi is for like bringing up the earth's energy through your body and like conducting it through your body basically. And it's very energizing and cool. So try it out. And let's see, Jana, I've been doing a lot of shadow work, but no manifesting. Most of my energy has gone into the shadow work. Yeah, like do that. Like that's what is important right now as well. And also, like, I'm not an astrology buff, but I've seen on the internet that Mercury is in retrograde. So yeah, like that's usually not a great time to like do big things. or like start new projects, or like start some kind of huge new endeavor, these periods are like especially good for like slowing down a bit, like recalibrating, reevaluating like who you are, what you're about, and what you want to do, basically. But just in general, like try to slow down a bit. And as I understood, like the whole of April will be in this theme, basically. So we will be like bombarded heavily by different types of energies. And I think Mercury will stay retrograde for the most of April. If anyone knows, maybe please leave something in the chat box. And yeah, like it's good to like focus on yourself, maybe isolate yourself if you can like do that, like be alone and just like clear your system and just try to focus on yourself as much as you can. Like not necessarily in the way that like putting aside like focus time, like okay, like I have 2 hours and I'm going to do all this shadow work because that's the only time that I have for it. Maybe it could work, but just simply like being with yourself and just let things come up and experience them and work with what your higher self, subconscious is like throwing at you. Excuse me. Okay, so let's see what else is out there. So G Campus, thank you. Your good intentions energy must come back to you multiplied and abundant. Yes. Yeah, like what you put out is what you get back. And that is very true for all the unpleasant stuff too. So I only like find it, I wouldn't say like hilarious, but like interesting that there are certain people like that I actually know and I'm also heard about. There are certain people that find some type of weird satisfaction from causing, I wouldn't say like pain, but just like ruining someone's day because like they don't like themselves or something. And they're like upset and like confused of why does their life suck as much as it does? Because they're ruining everyone else's life. So why isn't their life awesome? Like, yeah. So what you put out is what you get back. Okay, so Marianne felt like a complete reset and now open for the unknown and allow what's meant to be unfolded. Yes, that is a great place to be. And we'll be also talking about allowing stuff in, and also basically the meditation will utilize that energy of basically, instead of, I don't know how I just said it, like in the energetic realm, or if you're like a healer or you do any type of like spiritual or energy stuff, like the key component is like resonance and like allowing things to happen and work for you. Because the opposite of this is like the ego mind's perspective, when you think that, and this is what we have been taught throughout our lives, and this is what society tells us to do. It's like you have to go out and like make it happen, and like you have to force things to be the way you want them to be, and like that's the only way it has to work. And like that mentality does not work at all with the energetic work, with the higher realms, with meditations, with healing, or any types of these like subtle arts. Basically, you cannot force that. You will like just simply block and shut down everything if you try to do that. So that's like one of the main obstacles for many of us, especially in the beginning, to like learn how to maneuver with our own energies, because you cannot force it to do what you want it to do. For example, what the ego mind thinks that it should do, like you cannot force that. Like you have to bring things into alignment. And yeah, like you have to have a strong intent of like what you want to manifest, but you have to like allow for that thing to manifest in the most proper way. And most of the time it will not be in the way that you imagined it. So that's also a big learning curve, to like allow things to be what they need to be. Okay. So let's go down a bit. Damn, I don't like the scrolling stuff. So G Campus. Oh no, it's Hannibal, sorry. So soft vegetarian, never heard before. Yeah, I just made that up. So I'm not a fanatical vegetarian, so I do. In fact, this winter, for the first time after 12 years, I had chicken soup, so that was a big one. We were experiencing during February and January for some reason, like for 2 months, like some kind of flu was like coming in and out in the family. There were certain parts when everyone was sick except me. And I found out that chicken stew is amazing for that type of symptoms. Like after I had like 2 bowls of like very hot chicken stew, like all the nasty flu symptoms like just exited basically, and I was back in shape. So it's pretty good. But it was like not the, I don't know, like the one that you would buy on a grocery store, that like pre-made powder chicken stew. Like that was actually, it had actual vegetables in it, and those were like homegrown chickens. I'm not sure how to use them. I think that's the proper word for it. So they were our chickens, like not ours, but my mother-in-law's chickens. So there were no chicken cubes in it, or how you call that in English. Okay, so G Campus, sometimes the body needs nutrition, and also fish helps to sleep and have more positive emotions. Yes, and also you can take fish oil pills, or those capsules, how you call that? And I've been taking that for quite some time, and they really helped with many of my, for example, bone issues or with my teeth. And yeah, like it helps with a lot of stuff. Like omega-3 is like good for everything, or at least that's what I read. And especially like people and places where like the fish or any type of like seafood stuff is like the basics of their diet. Like they don't have joint issues, they have great teeth, and overall much better health than people who don't eat fish, for example. Since we don't really have fish around here, I took fish oil capsules daily, but recently it looks like it's not enough, so I had to eat actual fish. Yeah, and Kenny, I had sushi and crab. Awesome. Unusual for me. Yeah, I love sushi. It's so bad that like you cannot, we don't have a sushi restaurant near us. Like we would have to travel hours with a car to get to one, but thank God there's a type of sushi that we can like buy that was like pre-packaged, and it's like only good for like 2 days, I think. And it's actually pretty good, but it's not the real thing. So, but that's what we have. So yeah, like Jenny, my body needs organic beef broth. Yeah, we also did that during the winter. So yeah, we went very carnivorous with my wife for some reason. Because we usually don't eat that much meat. I mean, she does when we like go out and like have a dinner with someone else, and she does consume meat, but I don't eat it even then. Okay, so let's see, Jenny. I don't eat beef, but sometimes my body needs something in it. So I drink some warm broth and I feel much better. Yeah, like it's super nutritional. And you can just like, we usually do it that you put the bone pieces like in something and you like boil it for many, many hours. And it will become this gelatinous something, basically. And you can store that in the freezer, like split it up in cubes or something, and just like throw it in your food whenever you're doing something. And it's super nutritional, just as Jenny said. So, okay, so yes, Mercury is retrograde, but love, yes. Okay, I see we have a question. Yeah, when doing yoga, qigong, and martial arts, you feel free? I'm not sure. Wait a sec. I haven't seen that. Okay, so yeah, like just try out different forms and you will see what resonates with you. I tried also karate when I was younger and it just didn't resonate with me. There is this I was doing kumite, and that was very much like engaging in combat with others, and I don't like that stuff. But there was the version, I don't know if anyone's familiar with kata, like that's more similar to Tai Chi, that it's more like a choreography or demonstration of different forms rather than engaging in actual hand-to-hand combat with someone else. But yeah, like Tai Chi has that as well. But usually that's not as much, that's not the focus basically. The focus is like mastering your own body's movement and body coordination rather than like engaging with someone in hand-to-hand combat or kicking them in the nuts or something. Although Tai Chi has some very interesting moves with that too, so. But yeah, like it's great. Tai Chi is like great to begin with, I would say. Like you don't have those insane, crazy moves, especially if you're taller or something. You don't have to like lean down or have those crazy horse stance stuff. Although you can still do it that, but I can't because I have long legs. Okay, so yeah, like this was a pretty long pre-meditation phase, well, like for 40 minutes or so. And now we will begin for the meditation because this is why everyone is here. So thank you for all the questions and all that. And now we will go into the meditation. For grounding and renewal, like in general, like what I felt that the meditation will be about is like connecting more with Mother Earth, like rooting and becoming almost like a tree, becoming one with her system, like bringing up her energies and like feeling that in ourselves, but also at the same time, just as the trees do like extend upwards towards the sky or the heavenly realms, we're also receiving the energies of the sun or the divine masculine aspect and integrating that into our beings basically, and balancing out the divine feminine and masculine. So let us begin. So please take a comfortable seated position. I would drink some baking soda water while you're doing that. Just to have a bit more clear voice. Okay. Hello, Maricela. Thank you for joining. And yeah, Hannibal did 14 years of Wing Chun Kung Fu. That's awesome. Congrats. Okay, so everyone please take a seated position. Oh, we had a bit of interference. Okay, take a comfortable seated position. And we will start with just simply breathing in and out. Breathing in through the nose and letting it out through the mouth. Okay, so good thing that the microphone was muted digitally. So let us start with breathing in through the nose and letting it out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and let it out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and let it out. And as you're breathing in and out, if any tension may arise in your body or mind, just simply let it be. Just breathe in and exhale all the tension. Take a deep breath in through the nose and let it out. Feel how you're becoming more relaxed. Your body and mind is slowing down. No need to rush anywhere. Just breathe in through the nose and let it out. And when you breathe in, relax your belly. Extend your belly so you can breathe in more deeply. Then let it all out. And as you're breathing in and out, you feel that you're becoming more relaxed. Your mind and body slowing down. And if any stray thoughts may come up, it is perfectly all right. Just simply let them be. You don't have to engage with them. So take a deep breath in through the nose, expand your belly, and let it all out. Feel how your feet, your toes are becoming more relaxed. Then feel your legs becoming more chill, more relaxed. Also your finger, your hand, becoming more relaxed. You're letting go of all the tension in your body. Your arms are becoming more relaxed. Your shoulders, let them go. Let them fall in a comfortable state. Your back and chest is becoming more relaxed. You're simply holding yourself in a straight position. Your back is straight, but it's still relaxed at the same time. Relax your neck. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it out. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelashes. Stop pressing them together. Just relax. Relax your cheeks. relax your jaws. If they fall a bit and your mouth opens, that's perfectly fine as well. Just simply don't press your teeth together. Take a deep breath in and let it out through your mouth. Feel how your face muscles are becoming more relaxed. And altogether, a pleasant relaxation is washing over your body. And as you're breathing in and out, we ask the ego mind to step aside for the duration of this activity and to be merely the observer of what is about to happen. We greatly value the perspective of the ego mind, but now we ask it to step aside for what is about to happen is of great benefit to all. Take a deep breath in through the nose and let it out. And now take all the busy thoughts, all the things that you want to do later, or have to do later, and put them in a box or whatever type of container, and put them aside, out of reach, out of sight. They will be there later. They will be there later. But we don't need them right now. We don't need them right now. For we're going into a deep state of relaxation, clarity, and transformation. In a state where we can transform our whole density, where we can shift our energy and thus our reality as well. So take a deep breath in and let it out. And as you're breathing in and out, your mind and body is becoming more relaxed. All tension is leaving your system. All the busyness is leaving your system. And we're entering a deep state of relaxation, clarity, purpose, and transformation. And as you are breathing in and out, with all your attention, go to the center of your heart. Be in your heart. Visualize and feel. What does it be? What does it feel like? What does it feel like to be there? And as you are there, see a beautiful spark of fire burning in your heart. akin to a divine candle flame that is burning in the night, made out of white light, encompassing all spectrums of the rainbow. This is the part of you that can never cease to be, that can never be extinguished, that can never go away. It is you in the most purest sense, a part of you that it moves on from life to life. A part of the great central sun, part of your higher self, and this is the eternal gateway to your higher self. And it is always inside of your heart. It has always been there, and it will always be there. It can never be destroyed or go away, but it can be forgotten. And you may have forgotten its existence for the better part of your life, maybe. But that is okay. It is still there, and it will be. And now you're activating it. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out. And you just simply have to allow this divine spark in your heart to grow. We will intensify it during this meditation, which will act as a type of activation for it. But the more you nourish the flame, the more potent it will be, the more activating it will be, the more magical things will happen, and more of your true self will unfold. More than what you remember from other lives or in this life. More of your gifts will come online. It is the great transformational force that can transmute all density. And it is always inside of you. And you can always use it to transform difficulties, blockages, sickness, whatever you may be encountering. It is always there for you. And now we ask the eternal fire to come forth from the flower of life, to open in our hearts, to come forth from the depths of our soul. Now see and visualize it, how it is becoming larger, almost like a torch, illuminating everything around it. This beautiful burning white light. Illuminating everything in your body and also in your surroundings. Driving away the night. Driving away the veil, the forgetfulness and density. Clearing your mind and body. Freeing your soul from its bondage. It is the great transformational force that is always inside of you. You just need to call and ask. Now we ask the eternal fire to come forth from the flower of life, to flow through all our bodies, on all levels. Visualize how it is flowing through all your veins, through all your bones and joints, emanating from your heart, flowing through all your muscles and tendons, flowing through your nervous system, flowing through all your organs and all soft tissues, also rising through your spine, going into your head, circulating in your head, purifying and activating all parts of you. It is flowing through all energetic pathways in your body, emanating from your heart, flowing through all energy centers, and also maybe even surpassing and extending through the boundaries of your body, extending itself into your field, your aura, in all directions, still emanating from your heart. We ask the eternal fire to come forth from the flower of life, to extend through all parts of our being, to purify us of all density, transmute all density, fear, doubt, all limiting belief systems, transform us so we can accept more of our higher vibrational self in physical form. Assist us in our evolution. And now we ask for the eternal fire to move to different parts of our being, our body, an energy system or field, wherever it may be. Let your imagination guide you to different parts of our being where there are stuck energies. Maybe things that have been stuck there for quite some time, or maybe just things that you've attracted today. Maybe it can be also an illness or some blockage that you've been carrying for some time. It may manifest itself energetically as a dark mist, cloud, maybe smoke, or a dark tar-like substance, depending on its nature. And now we ask the eternal fire to transmute all these densities, to push through and dissolve all blockages, to heal traumas that we've been storing in the body. Kayadaya Shahaya. Mianinia Shakaya Torashkoko Shakahata. And with your attention and focus, see how the eternal fire is flowing through that part. For some it may be intense or gentle. The body may move, it is perfectly alright. Energies are moving through your body, washing out all the gunk, all the debris, everything that is not higher vibrational. We ask the eternal fire to transmute all density, all stuck energies, and see how the density is starting to dissolve or to break up, fading away. And as it is dissolving, the eternal fire is transmuting it into white light, into the light of life. Purifying all density, transmuting it so it can be used up in a positive and constructive way. And just simply breathe while this is happening. Observe and focus on the transformation. Simply breathe in and out while you are transmuting all density. Breathing in and out. It is clearing all your energy systems. All gateways and pathways are clearing. Realigning everything. Healing you. Recalibrating you. Miyakayata Hashasha. Nyananayata yoho shahayata shishi. Mionono yosokaya shahayata yahaha nayatroshaha. Nyalanaya sashuho yotakrashaha. Nyanala sayashahayata yahotokuho. Nyananaya lahatrashahata yashihuaiteha. Nyalanaya trashahuaya tokuho yashaha. Nyananaya shukroho yoshahata. Midlyananaya shukro shahata yashihuho yatra. Ninyananaya shukro hatayata shihu. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Feel and see yourself as being one with the eternal fire. Your entire being is made out of the eternal fire. And now from the center of your heart, shoot up a beam of light through your head, up to the central sun, from where it comes back down again, going through your body, going through all your energy centers and down through the root, down to the core of Mother Earth, from where it comes back up again through your body, entering through the root, shooting out through the crown chakra, up to the central sun, and coming back down, back to the core of Mother Earth, then up and down, creating this continuous back and forth movement. And for the ease of visualization, just simply see it as you being a pillar of fire, which is connecting the central sun with the core of Mother Earth. And your heart center is in the middle, which is also as a small central sun, a fractal of Mother Earth's core as well. And as you are this beautiful pillar of fire, visualize how you are standing or sitting on the ground, outside, in a pleasant place of your choosing. And be firmly rooted. Do not move. Stand or sit still. Feel the ground underneath. It may have grass on it, or sand, or just gravel, or soil. It may be in a meadow, or in the forest, or out in a field, or on a beach, whatever you choose. A nice and pleasant, relaxing place. You are still the pillar of fire connecting heaven and earth. But now, you are sitting or standing in that beautiful place, being anchored there. And as you do so, see how your feet starting to take root, sending off little shoots, roots into the soil, just as a little seedling does. Just slowly penetrating, going down into the soil. Digging itself through all parts of the soil. Going down, extending in many directions. Becoming stronger. And you're becoming more rooted, just like a tree. And you can also not just visualize, but feel. What does it feel like to be more rooted? What are your roots experiencing in the soil? What is the soil like? What does it feel like? Is it cold, moist? Does it have rocks in it? Are there any other types of plant life, maybe, or animals, insects, buried in the soil? And always remember, as you do so, you're still the pillar of fire connecting heaven and earth, connecting Mother Gaia's core with the central sun. And as you're becoming more rooted, you're becoming more stable, more grounded. Enjoying the grounding energies of Mother Earth. As you take a deep breath in, just feel how you're drawing up all those beautiful grounding energies from below. And let back down all the stuck energies, all the static and noise that your body has accumulated. Draw up the grounding and beautiful energies from Mother Earth. And as you're becoming more grounded and firmly rooted, just like a tree, extend your gaze upwards towards the central sun, towards the sky, towards the heavenly realms, however you want to visualize it. Almost as if you can also do it physically. Maybe raise your arms or extend your arms upwards, reaching for the sky, for the central sun. Just as the branches of a tree would, reaching up towards the sky, towards the light. And see how you're becoming just as a tree, reaching upwards towards the heavenly realms, extending your branches upwards, just as you have extended your roots downwards into the soil. Extend your arms or your branches upwards towards the central sun, spreading it across the sky, or however you want to visualize it. And you are becoming this beautiful tree made out of white light or white fire, however you want to visualize it, that is illuminating everything around it. You're drawing up many energies with all your little roots up into the trunk and also extending it upwards towards the central sun. You may visualize it as very small and subtle impulses of light traveling upwards through all your roots, through all your system, and going to all the tips of the branches outwards, sharing it with the central sun as well. But at the same time, you're also absorbing much light information coming from above, from the central sun. Your leaves are receiving all that energy, and through all the small, large, medium branches, all those little light impulses are traveling down towards your core, and down through all your roots, and going out into the soil, sharing it with Mother Earth. And at the same time, also you're receiving beautiful energies in the same way from Mother Earth, from down below, from her core. And just simply breathe in, take a deep breath in, absorbing all this beautiful light coming from the heavenly realms, which we are receiving from the sun at the moment. Breathe it in to all your being. Share it also with Mother Earth when you're exhaling. Breathe in the nourishing light coming from above, illuminating your entire being. Awaken, awaken. And now as you're this beautiful tree made out of white light or white fire, connecting heaven and earth, with the following mantras, we will intensify and anchor more of this divine energy. I am accepting and receiving all planetary and cosmic healing for myself, for all aspects of myself, and for all of my lineage. And when you're stating this, visualize and feel that. How does that look like? How does it feel like? I am accepting and receiving all planetary and cosmic healing unto myself, for all aspects of myself, and all of my lineage. I am choosing the highest expression for this life experience, for myself, for all aspects of myself, and all of my lineage. I am choosing the highest possible outcome for this life experience. For myself, for all parts of my being, and all of my lineage. Now, as you're this beautiful white tree made out of light, connecting heaven and earth, from the core of our being, from our heart center, we thank beloved Mother Earth for her service, for all her assistance, and that she is providing us with all that we need. We thank you and appreciate you. We love you. And we also thank the Central Sun, or Heavenly Father, the divine masculine aspect of creation, for all that we are provided, that we have everything that we need in order to move forward. We are empowered, we are balanced, and we know that we have the power to choose. We have the power to transform our reality and to be active and conscious co-creators of our world in perfect balance for the highest good of all life. We thank you, and so it is. It is done. Aho, blessings. Just simply breathe in and out, stay in this beautiful energy. Enjoying your higher vibrational self. Enjoying the balance. Enjoying the beautiful light coming in. And as you're breathing in and out, you are coming back, reintegrating all this beautiful light, all this beautiful experiences that you had. Reintegrating everything back to your physical body in this current life experience. Having the knowledge that you always can choose what you experience, how you experience it. You can always transmute your energies. And that you are an active creator of your own reality. And as you're breathing in and out, you're reintegrating back into your physical body. in perfect alignment. Reintegrating, realigning all fractured cells, all your energies that you have left here and there, bringing everything back, realigning. You may also visualize all these energies returning into your pillar of light. Realigning, rebalancing. Bringing back and reintegrating all your gifts. Bringing back all your memory. And anchoring into this current lifetime. Grounding it in this current lifetime, making it part of your day-to-day life in a balanced and integrated way, the way most aligned with your journey at that time. Knowing that everything is flowing in perfect order, in perfect balance. In perfect alignment, in perfect synchronicity. And know that all is well. And now, as you're breathing in and out, you're starting to become more aware of your physical body. You can also start to move your physical body. Where you've been sitting still or laying on your back for some time. But as you're breathing in and out a bit more rapidly now, you're becoming more aware, and now very much aware of your physical body, because you're coming back up to full awareness. And now you're fully aware of your physical body and starting to become more aware of your physical surroundings as well. And as you're breathing in and out, you're starting to become very much aware of your physical surroundings. You're sitting in your chair, or laying on your back, or your yoga mattress, or whatever you choose. You're in your home, office, car, wherever you may be. Coming back to full awareness, reintegrating back into your body in perfect alignment. Now you're very much aware of your physical body and also your physical surroundings. You're also able to move your body. You may also be breathing a bit more quickly, maybe, depending what pace is most natural for you at this time. But now you're coming up, and back again to full awareness, becoming fully present and fully alert. Moving through space and time up to this current reality, to a group meditation. Coming back up, becoming fully present and fully alert. Perfectly integrated in this body, perfectly aligned. And now you're fully present and fully alert in this now moment. And I welcome you back from this nice meditation. I hope you had a pleasant ride. You've experienced some interesting things, seen interesting things, and that you're much more recalibrated and balanced. And know that you can always revisit this meditation. You can always come back. And even if technically this already happened, and if you're watching the replay, just simply feel and be in the present moment and imagine that it is happening now, because the energy of this session will remain and you can still experience it if you want to. And after you have gotten used to how this works and how this feels, you can easily do it also on your own. If you feel that's something that is exciting you, or is something that you would like to do. Also, my blessed dogs have returned. I hope they didn't bother you too much during the session. Okay, so thank you very much for everyone who has joined us. Thank you for being part of our soul family and being here on planet Earth. Going through all these crazy stuff right now that is happening. And know that you are awesome just for being here. And also thank you for all the beautiful comments and stuff that you have sent. And know that you are okay and perfectly fine. Yeah. And all these ups and downs are part of the journey, basically. But whenever things are going down, we have the ability to transmute our own energies. We may not necessarily have that huge of an impact, maybe on other people's experience, but we can choose how we experience things, what we do with the circumstances that arise in our lives. How do we meet these challenges? And I hope these tools and information that we are sharing, not just me but also others, are assisting you on your journey. Kismeta, thank you for sharing your meditation and energy. Very powerful. Thank you. Thank you for joining. And yeah, these group meditations are great because we are holding that energy together. And it's so crazy because when we do it this way, I feel that I'm able to hold focus much more effectively than when I just do something on my own. So God bless you, everyone. Beautiful people. It's always an awesome experience. So thank you for joining us in the meditation. I'm sending many hugs and beautiful high vibes to everyone who has joined us. And also if you're watching the replay, you're amazing. So thank you for watching this far. Have a beautiful day. an awesome weekend in about a day or so. And